Welcome to this tutorial video on managing and assigning photographs. Let's begin with a brief overview of where photographs may be included in the report. Photographs may be assigned to the property as a whole, to rooms in general, to specific items, or even specific item comments. They may also be assigned as evidence to support meter readings and key schedules. A photograph assigned to the property as a whole, like the one displayed here, is displayed on the front page of a report. And as a default, photographs assigned to rooms are displayed at the end of the report under separate room headings. Photographs that have been assigned to specific items or comments are displayed below the commenter descriptions table for the room containing the item in question. Note that where a photograph is assigned to a specific item or comment, it is automatically cross-referenced with the specific item or comment it relates to. As mentioned previously, photographs may also be assigned to the key schedule and to meter readings. Now let's start adding some photographs to a report. You'll note that we're currently viewing a property overview screen, which is the first screen seen after creating a report or opening it for further editing. To view the main photograph gallery on the property overview, click on the camera icon. Photographs are assigned to rooms using the property overview form and to items and descriptions on the item description form. There are essentially two ways of assigning a photograph to a report. Firstly, you can capture photographs using either a camera integrated into a tablet or connected to a tablet in such a way that it can be operated through the tablet. Most web cameras, for instance, have this capability. Alternatively, you can import photographs into iAssist that have already been imported into the tablet or PC and distribute them. To open up a live capture session on the property overview form, use this button here. If you use a live capture session, the software will automatically associate the picture taken with the room item or even specific item comment you have selected while the photograph was taken. Please note that when you have selected a room or item, the title of the room or item, which the camera will assign the picture to, is displayed at the top of the live capture form. There is also a drop-down menu which will display the camera being used. If there is more than one option, say because you have both a camera integrated into the hardware you are using and an external camera which can be remotely operated, such as a webcam connected to the USB port, you can switch between them by selecting from this drop-down list. If you plug in a camera after opening this photo capturing tool, you may have to click the refresh button to the right for the new device to be discovered and appear in the drop-down menu for selection. To enter the item description form, double-click on a room. And within the item description form, use this button here to open the live photo capture form. There are certain advantages to capturing photographs using the integrated capture feature and allowing the software to automatically assign them. Obviously, it ensures that you will not have to import and attribute the photographs manually later, and once you are used to taking photographs of rooms and items as you are describing them, it may help ensure that you do not forget to capture the image you need. On the other hand, taking them with another device and importing and assigning the photographs later is useful if you prefer to use another high-quality device, or you do not have a camera that can be controlled through your tablet, or you are entering the report on a PC off-site. It may also help to minimize the amount of time spent on site and ensures you will be concentrating on your descriptions and picture taking separately, so that you can give your full attention to one activity at a time. For clarity, we will begin by looking at importing photographs from another folder on the device and organizing and distributing them to rooms. Then later, we will look at how to capture and assign photographs to rooms live, so to speak. To begin an import, click on the plus button adjacent to the main photo gallery. To import all the contents of a particular folder, click on Select Folder, or to choose particular photographs from a folder, click on Select Files. Here I'll opt to import the entire contents of a folder. Navigate to the folder containing the photographs you wish to import. Once you've highlighted the folder containing the photographs you need, click OK. And then select the Copy button. As you can see, all the photographs contained in the folder selected have been imported into the main photo gallery here in the lower palette. You can resize the lower palette to view more or less at any time by clicking the top bar of the lower palette and dragging. You can also change the grid size for photos in the lower palette, or room icons in the upper palette for that matter, by positioning the cursor between any of the photos or rooms. When the cursor is in the right place, it will change to a two-way arrow, clicking and dragging. If you hold the cursor over any photograph, it will be shown above the original, further enlarged. To delete any photograph so it is no longer viewable or available to be assigned, click the Delete button here. And of course you will be prompted to ensure you really do wish to delete the selected photograph. Please note that if you imported a photograph from a folder on your computer, deleting the picture from this palette will not delete the original picture from the original folder, and it may be re-imported again later if you wish. You can also rotate any photograph through increments of 90 degrees in either direction before assigning them. And to scroll up and down to view more pictures, obviously you can use the scroll bar to the right of the palette. To assign a photograph to a room view, click on the photograph in question and drag it over the room icon before releasing. As you can see, the first photograph assigned to a given room will automatically replace the room icon. However, you can assign any number of photographs to a room. If you wish to see all the photographs that you have assigned to a room so far, click on the picture symbol to the right of the room name, and the room photo gallery will open up. The name of the room gallery is at the top. Note that the first photograph associated with the room is displayed in the bottom left-hand palette. This only means that it will be the first in the row of photographs for that room in the report, and that it is displayed on the property overview form instead of the room icon. Otherwise, it will be formatted in exactly the same way as all the other photographs assigned to a room and displayed in the palette above, which is where all subsequent images assigned to a room are displayed. I can also manipulate and drag other images to be associated with this room while viewing a room gallery, because the main photo gallery with all associated tools is accessible at the bottom of the room gallery. To close the room gallery, click OK. So far, you have probably noticed that as I have been assigning photographs to particular rooms, they have been disappearing from the main photo gallery. This is because once a photograph has been assigned, you do not usually want to assign it again, and therefore it is more efficient to hide it. However, if you wish to view all the photographs, both assigned and non-assigned, click on the Show All Images box here. If you wish, you can then reassign an image any number of times. To assign an image to the front page of the report, you have to drag the image in question to the panel with the house symbol to the top left of this property overview form. In most cases, the image chosen will probably be a photo of the front of the property. However, in this case, I like the view from the balcony. To revert to seeing only the images that have not yet been assigned, untick the Show All Images checkbox. Finally, to remove a photograph from a room view, open the Room Picture Gallery and click on the X icon adjacent to the photograph you wish to remove. Note that the photograph just removed from the room gallery was not entirely removed from iAssist, and as a matter of fact it was automatically reshown in the main photo gallery, even without the Show All Images checkbox ticked. This is because it is no longer assigned. This always occurs when a photograph is no longer assigned. It pops back up in the main gallery. Of course, if you wish, you can then delete it from the main gallery by clicking on the Delete button, or reassign it somewhere, or leave it. Please note that photographs left unassigned in the main gallery will not be shown on the report. As it is, we'll assign this particular photograph to the bathroom again. Now let's look at using the integrated photo capture capabilities to assign photographs to room views. To open the photo capture panel, click on the webcam icon. At the moment, as shown at the top of the capture form, because the ensuite bathroom is selected, the camera will associate the next photo captured with that room. To switch the focus, merely click on another room. And to assign a photograph to the room, click on the camera icon here. The principle is extremely simple. Whenever you capture a photograph, the photograph will be assigned to the room you have highlighted. Just as with adding imported photographs, if it is the first photograph to be added to a room, it will replace the room icon and be visible on the property overview form. You can easily resize the viewfinder if you wish. All subsequent images captured for a room can be viewed by clicking on the picture symbol to the right of the room name. You can also drag the viewfinder around to find a more convenient position. The main image, displayed in the bottom left-hand palette, can be cleared by clicking on the clear symbol and another photograph dragged to the palette instead. When an image is displayed in the bottom left-hand palette of the room gallery, this only means that it will now be first in the row of photographs for that room in the report, and that it is displayed on the property overview form instead of the room icon. Otherwise, it will be formatted in exactly the same way as all the other photographs assigned to a room. As you can see, if you continue to take photographs with a room's gallery open, they will all be associated with the room in question. So far, you may have noticed that any photographs taken by using this capture tool have not been shown up in the main picture gallery. This is because they have all been instantly assigned, and as the Show All Images checkbox is currently unticked, only the images that have not yet been assigned are showing in the main gallery. However, if we remove one of the photographs captured from the room gallery, it will be shown in the main gallery at once. To remove the photograph from the software, but not from the original folder from which it was imported, select the photograph and choose Delete. Now we've looked at the methods of assigning photographs to room views, let's take another look at where those views will be displayed on the report. To do this, let's select Preview Report from this Property Overview form. Please note that the report shown here is of a very basic type with no company logos, headings, footers, etc., hence the blank spaces. You'll note that the photograph assigned to the top left-hand palette on the Property Overview form has been incorporated into the front page here. The second page of a report always contains a table of contents, and as you can see, this indicates that the room images viewed by default are at the end of the report. So let's view them. To return to editing the report, just click Close. In order to use the integrated photo capturer to assign a photograph for the front of the report, you guessed it, open the capture form by clicking on the webcam icon. Ensure that the top left-hand panel is selected. When it has been selected, the title at the top of the capture form should read Take Photo for Property. Then Capture. Whenever a new photograph is captured with the top left-hand palette selected, the photograph will replace any photograph currently assigned there, and the photograph that has been replaced will show up in the main gallery as unassigned. Of course, the property photograph can also be replaced by dragging and dropping any of the images shown in the main gallery over the top left-hand palette. To assign photographs to items or even specific item comments, double-click on a room or item to enter the item description form. First, we'll look at assigning photographs from the main gallery to an item by drag and drop, rather than by using the integrated photo capture feature. To view the photos in the main gallery while viewing the item description form, click on the camera icon toward the bottom of the left palette, and the list of stored phrases and pop-up phrases will be replaced by the photograph gallery. Note that it is the same gallery as that shown on the property overview. The contents are always the same. Changes made here will affect the main gallery as shown on the property overview, and vice versa. Obviously, you also have all the same tools. You assign a photograph in the same way you would to a room, by clicking it and dragging it to the item icon. Photographs dragged to an item icon should be seen as overall item views rather than photographs to illustrate a particular condition. Currently, only one item view photograph can be assigned per item. To clear the item photograph, click on the clear symbol adjacent to the item. Note that the photo reappears as unassigned in the main gallery when cleared. Let's assign another photo. If you drag more than one photograph onto the item icon, you see that the most recent photograph assigned replaces the photograph previously assigned, and the photograph previously assigned is returned to the main palette as an unassigned photograph. However, you can assign any number of photographs to a specific comment about an item. To do so, you can click on the desired photographs and drop them over the comment you wish to assign them to. As you assign the photographs to a comment, you will see the counter to the right of the comment in question keep track of the number of photographs assigned. Please also note that you will only be able to associate photographs to an actual comment. No photographs will be assigned if the comment field is blank. To view the photographs assigned or remove any photographs assigned to a particular comment thus far, click on the picture symbol above the counter column while either the description or the comments field is highlighted on the table row in question. As elsewhere, you can resize the grid to see more or fewer photographs by hovering the cursor in between the photographs, clicking and dragging to left or right. You can also assign further photographs to a comment by dragging into the Open Item comment gallery. Note that you can still see the contents of the field you had highlighted before opening the gallery, which can be used to remind yourself which photographs you are looking for without having to close and reopen the gallery. You can also still edit the contents of the field with the Item comment gallery open if necessary. However, don't forget you may have opened the gallery with a description selected, whereas the photographs you assigned will be cross-referenced to the related comment. If there are more photographs than can be viewed in the palette at once, a scroll bar appears. Photographs can be easily unassigned by clicking on the small X to the side of the photograph. Note that the photographs removed have been replaced in the main photos gallery as unassigned. To close the gallery and return to viewing the comments and descriptions, click on the X button to the top right of the Item comment gallery. To use the integrated live capture feature to assign photographs to items or specific comments, click on the webcam icon. Don't forget that you can resize or move this capture form easily if you desire. Just like with the rooms, to assign a photograph to an item is supremely simple. Merely highlight the item in question or highlight the relevant item description field and press the capture button. If you aren't happy with the photograph taken and you wish to replace it, reposition the viewer and press capture. Remember that unlike a room, only one photograph can be assigned to an item, although any number can be assigned to a specific comment. In reality, the image in the viewfinder would show the viewfinder changing more or less in real time, but owing to the technology used in making this video, the image shown in the viewfinder will appear to suddenly change from one shot to another. Note that the overview image assigned to the comment has now been changed and the previous image captured has been placed in the main photo gallery as unassigned. It can then be dragged and assigned anywhere manually if desired. To assign a capture to a comment, you guessed it, first highlight the comment in question and then press capture. Note that the photograph counter next to the comment keeps track of the number of photographs assigned, whether by capture or manually dragging. As with photographs assigned manually, if you open the comment gallery by clicking on the picture symbol with the comment in question highlighted, the photographs assigned so far are shown in the gallery and more can be assigned by capturing with the gallery open. Note once again that the comment is still visible in the editing field and can be edited if required while the gallery is open. To remove a photograph, click the X to the right of it. Also note that the capture icon to the right allows you to open the capture form even when the item comment gallery is open. The photographs removed have been returned to the main photo gallery where they can be deleted, left, or reassigned if desired. Meanwhile, the counter has kept track of the number of photographs still assigned to the comment in question. Now we have assigned photographs to items and comments, let's briefly preview the report to see where they will show up. Photographs that have been assigned to specific items or comments within rooms are displayed at the bottom of the table that holds the comments and descriptions for that room. As we have just assigned photographs to comments and descriptions that relate to a cupboard and a wardrobe in the bedroom, to view these photographs, let's go to page 8, which according to this contents table will be at the bottom of the bedroom table. If all the photographs had been taken with the same device, the photo sizes would not vary. However, the photographs below show that the presentation can handle photographs of different sizes and orientations. Note that each photograph is cross-referenced. The photographs assigned to the item itself are just referenced to the item, but the photographs assigned to a particular comment are referenced to the comment. To end the preview, click Close. To assign photographs to meter readings, enter the meter readings section by selecting the button at the bottom of this property overview form. To use the integrated capture tool, click on the capture icon here. Ensure that the commodity you wish to capture a photograph for is selected, gas in this instance, and press capture. To replace the photograph with another, refocus and press capture again. To assign an imported photograph manually, merely click on the photograph and drag to the relevant palette. To replace, drag another. To assign a photograph to the key schedule readings, enter the Keys section by selecting the button at the bottom of this property overview form. To import and assign a photograph manually, double-click on the palette to the top right. Navigate to the folder and the file you wish to use and choose Open. To use the integrated capture feature, click here. Position the lens and press Capture. Now let's look at how to alter the size of the photographs related to the rooms, items and comments on the report. To do so, access the system settings by clicking the cog icon and then select the Tweaks tab. The pane here shows the size of the photographs assigned to a room view, items and specific comments. Note that the photographs assigned to the front page, meter readings and key schedules are not affected by this. By keeping the auto size box ticked, you will ensure that the original picture ratios are preserved and they are not distorted. While the auto size box is ticked, you may enter a figure into the width box and the appropriate height to ensure the photo is not flattened or stretched will be calculated and automatically entered into the height field. As you change the size of the photographs, these statements here will tell you how many photographs will be fitted per row for each paper orientation and how much space will be left to the right. In most cases, we would recommend for neatness going for sizes that result in perfect alignment, with no space between the right-hand side of the last photograph in a row and the right-hand margin of the table above, and we have provided our recommendations. As we are currently using the landscape layout, the information here tells us that we should expect 6 photographs per row. To preview this, return to the property overview. The table of contents shows that the room images are displayed at the end of the report on page 14. Item images are displayed at the end of each room table, so to view the images assigned to items in the bedroom, we should go to page 8. As you can see, 6 images have been fitted per row. If the original images were taken on different devices and have different vertical to horizontal ratios, the software will keep them within the panes of the same size and optimize the regularity as shown here. And here are the general room images. 6 would fit in a row. Note that the meter reading images are unaffected by the resizing, and the key schedule image is unaffected too. To finish, let's return to the Tweaks tab of the settings, change the size of the photographs and briefly preview the result. Note that the image height was automatically recalculated as I entered the width. As before, to preview, return to the Property Overview form by selecting OK. As you can see, the item images are larger and due to space have been shunted onto a new page. However, they are still positioned immediately after the room table containing the items they relate to, and they are referenced with. As expected, the general room views at the end of the report are also enlarged, but the meter reading images and key schedule images are unaffected. Thank you for watching this tutorial on photo management and assignment. We hope it has been useful. If you still have any queries, please contact us on 0208 308 3550. Thank you.